Now, who's ready for some Asian Counter-Strike? I'm excited to find out who this year's winner is going to be. How about you, Jacob? All right, on with the show. Today, the first battle is for Group A. We have 3 finalists from their regional qualifiers. They are Deep Cross Gaming from the Philippines and Lynn Gaming from the Chinese qualifier. Let's welcome them. First up is going to be Deep Cross Gaming. Give it up for Deep Cross Gaming. They are comprised of some of Asia's top talents, driven by grit and a hunger for redemption. Once known as the True Thunders, they now rise as a united force of determination.
People involved there in Deep Cross Gaming, and yeah, they get themselves that nice dub over Lynn. Obviously, you guys are pretty familiar with them, as we've just picked up. Yeah, really nice game actually. I like. Looks group, at least the on paper strongest team in this group, and they're going up against a team that they've already beaten. So the door is wide open for Deep Cross to do something pretty impressive to kick off Extremesland here for 2025. And you know, I think for a team that it seems like there's a lot of passion involved. I was just telling you beforehand.
Hello everyone, I am clyd1e from Deep Cross Gaming, and my role is entry fragging. Of course, I have 2 new teammates, which is Wisely and Daymake. They are from Russia, although they were playing from Thailand, Bangkok. So from there on, I messaged them if they want to join me to join this tournament. So the difficulties in our team would be the communication, of course, as there is a language barrier between us. I believe there are a lot of my fellow men that play the game very well, although they are not seen because of our scene in the Philippines. It's not that much. Although if they were given the opportunity, I would say that, yeah, we could fight. Of course, I would say that would be Xanzu from the Mongols, as he is really a good star, and he showed that the Asian players can really keep up with the world. Of course, we are very excited as this is our, I would say, 3rd international LAN together, and this would bring a lot of growth for us, not only individually but also for us as a whole. We will grow more, surely. Knowing Zowie Extremesland, it is like the Asia major for us, especially me as a Filipino. I used to watch all my idols. I would say Bentet is one of my idol, Impression, and of course Kaze. As seeing them win here in Zowie Extremesland, it inspires me, and I'm pretty sure that if we were to win this, it would be a big statement for us.
大家好，我是来自 LVG 的艾米莉亚。第2次来到极限之地，就是目标就是比上一次打得好吧。毕竟上一次输给蒙古，然后是亚军，这次再努力努力吧。上一次极限之地应该是23年还是24年吧，我忘了，24年应该。然后那一次打完极限之地，应该就是我们最后一次。就是和蒙古稍微接近一点的水平的最后一场比赛了。就打完这次极限之地之后，然后我们再也没赢过蒙古了，就觉得很感慨吧。就是他们已经是世界强队了，我们还是就是在亚洲，这些就不是很入流，在世界上不是很入流的一支队伍吧。这几年来确实成长了不少，然后。也确实实现了一些目标吧，就是进到了传奇组，但是这确实还远远不够，还需要努力。对于以往的比赛来说，我们通常输的都不是 就是不是因为对面有多厉害输的，都是因为自己的一些失误导致的比赛就是失误，就输掉了。所以这次的目标还是就不要输给自己吧，就不要输得太难看。对于上一次布达佩斯 Major， 我们抱歉让大家这么失望嘛，就是确实我们发挥的不是很好，但是我相信未来26年我们还会回到当初的巅峰呢。
Cross onto the side.
Man, so good. Oh, no! I was about to say this was such a great round from Deep Cross, but now clyd1e has to try and trade it out. 10 seconds. They've got no time to try and find this plant. They want to try and fight clyd1e, but they have to get on. clyd1e's got no HP to try and defend. He's going to be able to look to clear, but it does go down okay. Little bit of respite, a little bit of control, and whilst clyd1e does drop one, wisely gets his third, and he was the sole hero, the absolute villain in that round against Lynn Vision.
I mean, Daymate getting that pick on the A side,
Yeah.
really set him up for success. I think he was a bit cooked in Red Room there, but being able to, cause enough seeds of doubt to push and pull the rotations, Lynn Vision are not able to overcome a 5-on-3 advantage is not ideal for them. But it really
really need to go walkabout, right?
I mean, yeah, not necessarily. This is maybe a little bit of disrespect being shown by Lynn Vision. But, look, still a reset round for both sides here into round number 18. A great opportunity for Deep Cross to continue to chug along on this T side, but if they lose this round, this game is over.
Well, it's a great read from Deep Cross, knowing that Amelia pushed A that last round, clearly getting a little bit antsy. Now they've just taken it for free, but no one's there yet. We still have Zaka inside Donut with that orb, and Amelia's just playing the long line, so they're going to respect this, it looks like.
Stream into the site any moment now as the flashes start to fly in, but you can see the CT starting to mobilize for a flood.
They have to smoke Donut, right? Surely Amelia's trying to get in towards some space. And it's just the Molotov on towards the backer side. It should very well flood Amelia out. It makes it awkward. He has to turn away from the flash at the wrong time. And as he continues to go down, he still manages to drop one. Zaka also finding that control, but straight through the smoke it's going to be clyd1e. He gets two. And a little bit of further control as xanzu is going to be able to drop Westmelon, but I'm scared here. clyd1e's already found that space. They're yet to get that bomb planted. Smoke down towards CT. But he has to buy the time. clyd1e can slow this down. And now clyd1e's starting to feel the pressure. He's already got two. But the Galil, a punch in the face on the clyd1e. clyd1e, what a round from the young starlet.
Yeah, the Filipino boys put it together right at the final hour and reset Lynn Vision's economy. Could be on for one here.
I'm having fun.
Only one player surviving for Deep Cross. It's anything but clean here for the SCA Knicks. Key kill for xanzu. Him and clyd1e very much able to just barely scrape it across the line. And as mentioned, that was a reset round for both sides. So Deep Cross on for potentially an easier 8 here.
They can't mess this up though, right? They're going for a little bit of a taste of their own medicine approach here from Deep Cross. Make their way out down towards mid. clyd1e does get one, but wisely able to put them down.
Yeah, it's not much better when Lynn Vision do it.
Nah.
xanzu picks up the last and able to exchange the back 10 for an AK after getting a kill with it is a pretty good time for Deep Cross. They are very much still in this game, trailing by 3, but with an economy to have multiple cracks at least securing themselves some more T-side gun rounds. Lynn Vision looking to try to get themselves overtime at a minimum with this next gun round coming up, but no orb in Zaka's hands here.
But even if Deep Cross lose this, it's at least giving me some sort of, excitement into this run, right? 8 rounds is already a very, very good position, but now they go for that aggressive play.
Yep.
Boosting Starry straight up towards the shelf here, Pilski. I think he actually might find xanzu. No, running away through that smoke. xanzu's going to be the first one to take point. Oh, it's so awkward. But he gets out scot-free. They're actually making their way over towards A.
Yeah, he's been able to stay alive there. Zaka under pressure now, taking contact from Donut. Lou takes his head off, and Amelia up next to bat.
Lou's going to get taken down very, very quickly. So it's that 3-on-4 advantage going the way of Lynn Vision once more. They do manage to put the Molotov down. They're actually going to try and fight for him, and it's a great shot from Wisely. Does get the race car peak. Wisely with another as well. Still a 2-on-2, Pilski. Very winnable round here for Lynn Vision, but they are separated. It's going to make it awkward. Coming out of the temple, 1 through CT, and he's actually going to make Deweese through the smoke here as well. clyd1e. Oh, Wisely has to be the one to clutch it. He's already had a couple of hero moments here, but he needs to try and clutch it from the Donut here. They look to get one singular smoke out, but it's awkward. It doesn't actually hit the distance, so they've got to try and swing it together inside that smoke. A full 10-second defuse here. It's clyd1e to get dropped. He's off the defuse. He goes for the spray, and Starry, unfortunately, does bait him off it, but it's not going to matter when there's no time. Deep Cross keep going. They break the money of Lynn Vision, and this game is going the distance.
Every single round coming down to such a close XVX. Starry left in it once again, securing the kill, but not the round. And that's just down to how broke Lynn Vision have been on this CT side these last couple of rounds. They can't afford AWPs, they can't afford kits. Cutting a couple of corners.
Yeah.
Surprised that xanzu was able to stay alive for so long. But what continues to impress me is that Deep Cross are just not afraid to get their hands dirty. When they get into the site, they know they have to go and take that duel in donut, and they are bold enough to do so.
They're getting a bit desperate as well here, Lynn Vision. You know, they're really starting to try and take some additional risks. They're up on shelf. Lou's being able to punish this time as well. Obviously, it's just an eco. It's just that half buy with the additional pistols. But again, they're getting baited in. They're getting pulled into submission.
Yep.
Feels like Deep Cross have definitely been controlling these last few rounds.
Get peeked when you don't have your gun out, though. You're lucky that Westmelon only had a CZ there, and 5-7 might have mopped up too.
CZ doesn't get much love these days anymore, does it?
Nah. Used to be way better though. Before the whole wind-up time, used to be able to just whip it out and start spraying, start blasting. Creep up from Amelia here. You can see the Deep Cross there, ready for exactly these kind of shenanigans. clyd1e backed up by Amelia. Looks like another gun dropped, but you can see the Deep Cross are all over that.
No way Zaka gets this done. Deagle. 23 points of HP. Does make his way back around elbow, but again, you know, he's really going to have to rely on a couple of warning shots. We did see the old twists 1v3 the other day at the major, but this time it won't be happening. xanzu able to put him down, 3 alive, and again, you know, this is just Deep Cross punching upwards. A 4-1 start, decimated in the latter part of the first half, but they've been on the recovery here on this T side.
Let's get an upset in one of the opening best of ones. I'm all here for it here in Extremesland. Keep things nice and spicy. Lynn Vision are getting tested. It took 21 rounds to force out a timeout from Lynn Vision Gaming, but it's finally happening. They are having some respect shown here. But Deep Cross really putting them through their paces, and I think already that's a win for Deep Cross, even if they don't get this game done. As far as I'm concerned, arguably the best team in the tournament being really pushed to the brink in one of the opening games here by one of the upstart teams coming through from the SCA qualifiers is exactly what Extremesland is all about.
Well, a team that has, you know, both sets of major stickers, a stage 3 run at Austin versus the little team from the Philippines that could. But, you know, getting those reps, having that fight. You know, you never want to be a team like Lynn Vision to come to Extremesland and, you know, maybe have a little bit too much comfort. Because teams like Deep Cross are going to make you sweat.
More of an approach towards that B side of the map. 1-4 here for Deep Cross as they set up Daymake with the AWP. We haven't even seen him, I think, hit a shot with this just yet. That was an opportunity that potentially goes begging. Molly looking to try to force
they're going to speed up
into an uncomfortable position, but exactly that. The close crossfire with Westmelon is too good.
They haven't pushed through that smoke, though. It does make it very awkward, very uncomfortable. I think they could have potentially overcooked this round here. Deep Cross, the aggressive start. They didn't have control anywhere else along the map.
Slowed down. Behind the smoke on top side of B round. Deep Cross for the first time in this game looking like they're a little bit lost for what to do in this position, unfortunately. And Lynn Vision quite happy to trust the numbers. They are set up around the bomb dropped at the top side of the ramp, and they just continually recycle the smokes.
Westmelon down to 3. A little bit of a dink through that wall there. Yeah, like, Lynn Vision are pretty comfortable that there's no control around the rest of the map. They know that no one's taking that space. They're just sitting pretty on B.
Well, they don't necessarily know that, but I like the fact that Deep Cross are waiting long enough to make them second guess it. In comes the B execute, though.
They're going to start to go through. Westmelon, a gentle breeze would knock him down, and Lou's going to be able to be that breeze. Why is he getting the trade? But they have to clear out Starly. Surely they know that these couple of members are still here. Daymake, Wisely, both very, very low. The CIS players creeping on towards the side. Daymake drops one and out. Zaka blocked by the smoke here, but they're not yet on the side. Pilski, 13 seconds, has to swing. Wisely needs to go for the shot and swing and a punch and knocking the socks off of Zaka, decapitated on the site. 11th 11, make a wish. Lynn Vision certainly are.
That was the shot that Zaka really needed to hit. Not quite able to do it. And Wisely is going to punish him in kind. Another clutch from Wisely.
Oh, man.
Delivered nothing but impact on this T side. And now it very much feels real that they may be an upset here for Deep Cross Gaming.
Bro.
You can tell how fired up they are after winning that round. And Lynn Vision are broke.
The Russian Max Verstappen has been race car peaking a couple of times. Wisely is in really hitting some of those shots. And now look at the desperation, the aggression.
No.
But Westmoreland's got his way through. Now they have to rely on xanzu, who just can't find anything. And now all is control. clyd1e's found Westmoreland at the shelf. But now they have to try and pick up the pace here. Daymake's got the AWP. The Molotov goes back towards Plat. If Zaka can hit a shot here and deny, no, punished. But they have to be careful of Starry. They're not looking this way at all, but now he's given up the information here, Pilski. Molotoved away. The sweat does start to hit the brow. If Deep Cross can find this, it'll be guaranteed overtime for them.
This is where they need to make a play, and you're seeing Daymake being the one to do it. Starting to post up into Donut, looking for Amelia in middle. Wisely's delivering on the site. The Deagles aren't able to get it done.
No way!
It's map point for Deep Cross Gaming on the verge of a monumental upset here in Shanghai.
Oh, this is incredible. And exactly why, you know, these kind of events, it's the best of one openings that really give these teams the opportunity to shine. You know, I'm not worried about this map if they lose it for Lynn Vision. You know, we know that they're going to have some length and some depth into this competition. There's 2 spots from each group, but it's these games that are exactly what Extremesland's all about. 10 years, Pilski.
Zaka's got the all back out, but he is glass cannon. Starting applying pressure into middle, and it seems like Deep Cross Gaming have got Amelia on the chopping block here, creeping up towards the A side of the map. xanzu left on the lurk towards shelf yet again. Isn't really being tested too much this round. Amelia ready with the reactive utility. As soon as this A contact comes in, Starry ready to back him up from Donut.
Such an investment here. Amelia is going to have to be head on a swivel. Zaka finds xanzu though in the process, which is going to be something very, very happy. But as that utility starts to go down, they're actually going to break the smoke. Very nicely done, but they're cleared, and it's clyd1e at the helm. Clearly found some adobo somewhere in Shanghai to get him rearing.
Oh, it's just double entry the site. The bloody Manila driller just runs on in. Zaka, bit of a shadow disadvantage. If he tries to come on in there, peeking off the back of the flash, doesn't find Daymake. Now Daymake is posted, but he's been taken by Westmoreland.
Not worried about any traffic right now as clyd1e slots back in towards the temple. He might find Zaka here. This could be a huge round. It's a little bit awkward. He does connect though, taken down. A little bit overzealous there potentially. Now we've got to buy some time. It's a 2 versus 2 here, Pilski. 1 on the flank though as Wisely has found the wrap. Westmoreland has to do it all. He will drop 1, but it's Lou. 8 points of HP and he finds it. A 13-11 victory, something that you would never be expecting, never calling. It is map number 2 of Extremesland here, Pilski, down in Shanghai at the beautiful Perfect World studio. And yeah, we've just seen something absolutely brilliant, absolutely something beautiful. And again, you know, this doesn't really speak much, I suppose, in the length of the competition. Obviously, Nemesis is going to have their work really cut out for them next, right? But, oh man, a beautiful thing to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, like, honestly, this is exactly what all of these events are all about, you know, giving opportunities to take on some of the very best teams in Asia. And when you're on your day, when you have a good game plan, like the boys over there on Deep Cross did have coming in.
We'll be watching from the stands, sitting in the crowd going, okay, you know, what is this team all about? What are they going to be doing? But man, it's 100% an effort by committee across the board. But I'm so impressed from specifically clyd1e and Wisely. Lou had a number of those entries that were really, really solid, but the amount of multi-frags that both those two sitting at the top of the scoreboard found is nothing short of incredible, and made even better by the fact that clyd1e is the sole returnee from Oni Clan.
75% opening success, not bad at all against a team like Lynn Vision, and that's a game that Deep Cross wins when their highest rated player had a stinker. Like, Daymake wasn't even on there. I don't think I saw Daymake hit a shot with the AWP the entire game, and they still won. Like, there's more in the tank for Deep Cross.
Yeah.
I mean, that upset really gets me fired up to watch the rest of this tournament and see what we've got on the cards here.
Well, it's a funny thing, right? You know, as a caster, you come into these best of ones, you're trying to kind of keep a little bit calm, you know, pace yourself to the deeper parts of the competition. But that was brilliant. Like, I couldn't help but be excited, and it's that passion that you really sort of want, right? You know, even to a lesser extent. Australia has had some sort of representation, but you feel it. It's like your other countrymen, you know, like trying to succeed from those regions that maybe have lesser resources, right? And seeing the investment come in, competitions like this that really give those opportunities. So yeah, for a team like Lynn Vision, who you know has been playing at the top globally for quite some time, to get humbled a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
As I said, maybe this doesn't tell too much for the rest of the tournament, but a win over Lynn Vision in your opening match is nothing short of incredible.
That's why Deep Cross is just such an exciting team at the moment. Like, these guys just play with balls, man.
So
like,
hot right
you
now.
know, they're not scared of Lynn Vision.
Yeah.
Lynn Vision is a team that will run it down at you, and we saw them do exactly that. We saw them pushing on the extremities on their CT side, something that worked excellently in the opener against Nemesis, but Nemesis were a meek opponent that was not pushing back, and Deep Cross, I mean, these blokes are not scared of you. They're hitting you with the Manila peaks, you know, the F1 peaks. You got a couple of the CIS boys just running it down at you. I just absolutely love what I'm seeing from Deep Cross Gaming here. Definitely a team that is better than the sum of their parts.
Yeah,